As winter comes to an end and spring is upon us, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to review and emphasize the importance of 4 key initiatives MCSO is continuously focused on. The first is public safety, which is our important role in serving the community. I believe public safety is the foundation of a safe and livable community where people want to raise a family and grow a business. Second is community trust. I've personally heard from many in our community that they truly value the Sheriff's Office, and we are fortunate that people respect and trust the work we do. But trust is a perishable commodity and something we build upon each day. Third is a positive work environment, which is critical to our physical and mental well-being and our ability to effectively serve the community. It's imperative that MCSO create and maintain an environment that supports and values its employees. A part of that positive work environment is, of course, accountability. And as our staff survey showed, people expect management to hold everyone to fair and consistent standards. And lastly, fiscal stewardship. As a taxpayer-funded agency with an annual budget of over $145 million, it's important that we are good fiscal stewards of the public resources. While maintaining a mindset of continuous improvement, we should always be examining our processes and looking for better and more efficient ways to do what we do. Throughout the year, we'll be highlighting programs and efforts by MCSO staff that embody these initiatives. This month, I want to share with you one such example, the Navigator program, an innovative and collaborative project that directly impacts public safety by helping to create better systems alignment in an effort to break the cycle of recidivism in our jails. Realizing that a sizable number of adults in custody for low-level crimes such as trespass, disorderly conduct, and drug possession are driven by addiction or mental health issues, MCSO worked closely with the District Attorney's Office and local service providers to develop a pilot project based on the concept that connecting those needing services directly to providers will likely lead to better outcomes than a traditional approach in the criminal justice system.
Our team, specifically Law Enforcement Assisted Diversion, or LEAD, works currently with the Portland Police Bureau, but also now expanding to the Sheriff's Department to give officers and deputies an alternative option rather than sending people to jail for small, low-level drug offenses, getting people connected to resources to keep them out of the criminal justice system and give them an opportunity to build their lives back together.
The program is currently in operation during day shift at the detention center and is staffed by our Social Service Navigator, Laura Malmstrom, under the direction of Lieutenant Steve Reardon. Here's how it works. All adults in custody who are about to be released on their own recognizance are engaged by the Navigator, who requests an interview to determine whether or not the person is in need of services.
When I interview an adult in custody, I start by asking them questions to try to get at what their real needs are to help them be successful. Some of that is whether or not they have a mental health diagnosis, they're homeless, they were a veteran, if they're a transitional aged youth. That way, at the end, I can match them with the best provider possible to meet their needs.
When the Navigator makes a referral, arrangements are made to assist the person in connecting with the service provider. Nearly 50% of the interviews currently result in a referral.
So once I make a referral for a client, I give them a flyer for the agency that includes the address and the bus lines that they would need to get there. And I either give them a bus ticket or can call a taxi for them based on their preference so they can actually directly connect to the agency that I'm referring them to.
Once the person engages with a provider, appropriate services are offered to help them address their personal needs.
They get assigned a case manager who completes an assessment with them. And we use that assessment to collaborate with the person referred to us to figure out where the opportunities are to help them, whether that's getting connected to housing, getting connected to treatment, basically anything that could possibly support them.
Phase 2 planning for the program has already begun, with additional enhancements soon expected to be put into action.
So the next phase of the Navigator, we're going to be bringing in additional resources for the adults in custody. We're really excited because this gives us the opportunity to also bring in peers that have been through the system before that will be transporting the individual upon release to that provider.
And finally, the District Attorney's Office will make an independent decision on whether or not to proceed with prosecution based on the level of the person's positive engagement with the provider. To measure the effectiveness of the program, MCSO's Planning and Research Unit is tracking each step of the process. This is an important project, and bringing it all together was truly a team effort. In addition to our systems partners at the District Attorney's Office, CODA, Cascadia Behavioral Health Care, and Central City Concern, I want to thank all of the MCSO staff that helped to develop the Navigator program and support its operation. This month, several new members joined the ranks of the Law Enforcement and Corrections divisions of the Sheriff's Office. I look forward to the skills and experience each of them brings to MCSO and their desire and commitment to help support our mission in serving the community in which we live. I also had the honor of promoting a number of our members to leadership positions this month. Monty Reiser was promoted to the rank of Chief Deputy and will lead the Law Enforcement Division. James Erickson was promoted to the rank of Captain and will continue as the Inspector of the Professional Standards Unit. Carrie Kerr was promoted to the rank of Lieutenant and will oversee the Investigations Unit. And Jesse Brown, Bradley Ellertson, and Michael Fife were promoted to the rank of Sergeant. I want to congratulate each of you on your promotion and thank you for your willingness to accept the challenges and responsibilities of these positions. As we near the end of the fiscal year 2020 budget planning cycle, I want to update you on what's next. As you know, all county departments were mandated by the Chair's office to submit a budget reflecting a 3% constraint. For MCSO, this amounts to around $4 million. Over the last several months, the executive team has been working continuously with unit managers and fiscal staff to identify ways to meet these mandated cuts while minimizing operational impact. In an already lean agency, continued constraints such as the current one require difficult choices to be made. In compliance with county rules, MCSO recently submitted our proposed budget, outlining necessary cuts to bring us in alignment with the constraint. The good news is that through a lot of hard work, we were able to offset roughly $1 million of the constraint through projected revenues as a result of contract renegotiation with the U.S. Marshal's Office and opportunities to provide training to other agencies and civilians. At this point in the process, we will continue to have ongoing discussions with the Chair's office regarding our proposals until the final county budget is released on April 25th. After public discussion, the budget will be ratified the following month on May 30th. Budget cuts and service reductions are challenging for all of us, especially those employees whose positions may be directly impacted. And I want to express my sincere gratitude for your continued patience and professionalism during this difficult process. 2 members retired from the Sheriff's Office this month, and I want to thank Corrections Deputies Chris Spencer and Gary Hicks for their dedication and service to MCSO and the community in Multnomah County. I wish you the very best retirement will bring. As you're already aware, the Corrections Division of the Sheriff's Office is currently experiencing a critical staffing shortage. While this causes significant operational and budgetary impacts, it also takes a severe toll on the well-being of our members. To help remedy this, we are taking a number of actions. First, the Human Resources Unit has shifted its recruitment processing priorities to hiring corrections deputies. While hiring for other positions in the agency will continue, the focus will be on the Corrections Division for the foreseeable future. I've also authorized the Human Resources Director to hire additional part-time staff to assist with administrative components of the recruitment process. Our Corrections Deputy job announcement is open continuously and includes enhanced benefits and bonuses for lateral applicants. Lieutenant Steve Reardon and Lieutenant William Hong are leading a team developing new recruiting materials. Deputy Quenisha James will serve as a primary sworn recruiter and will be attending upcoming outreach events and job fairs. And our Communications Unit is working to expand our recruitment efforts to reach as many people as possible through social media. Additional strategies are in development, and I'll keep you updated on our progress. Finally, March was National Women's History Month, declared by presidential proclamation in 1980 in honor of the leadership and achievements of women in America. In recognition of the event, MCSO participated in 2 separate activities highlighting professional women working at the Sheriff's Office. For our monthly podcast, I was joined by Law Enforcement Sergeant Jennifer Chubinashu, Corrections Deputy Quenisha James, and Gresham Chief of Police Robin Sells for a roundtable discussion about some of the successes and challenges they've experienced as professional women serving in public safety. The episode will soon be released, and you can listen to it as well as our other previous episodes at the MCSO SoundCloud library. Deputy Quenisha James and Deputy Tamari Johnson will represent MCSO in a regional female first responders job fair taking place on Saturday, April 13th, focused on recruiting women into professional public safety fields. Here at MCSO, I'm proud of the fact that nearly a third of our total staff are women. They also comprise over 16% of our total sworn members, which is above the national average. Serving in every capacity and role in the Sheriff's Office, these dedicated professionals are vital to the success of MCSO. Thank you for your service to our community. Stay safe out there.